All right, so I've actually got a pretty devastating expose here for you guys on David Pakman. David Pakman from the David Pakman Show. It turns out that he has been compromised. He's been compromised since day one. He is actually somebody who is a plant for the big printer industry. Now, I know what you're thinking, big printer? Really, dog? Really, Sahil? Big printer? Yeah, there's big anything, dude. Seriously, there's big literally anything. Seriously. Because you talk about any business has its interests, and as lawmakers regulate things, generally speaking, they're going to have big lobbies for anything, literally anything. And he actually has a video here explaining that. The video is titled Epson ink cartridges, the lawsuit explored, and there was big printer cartridge was a very big part of that. But look at this, man. This is from Castle Ink. Look at these printer videos, man. Some random guys apparently, but then look at all these videos. I mean, this is all probably 20 minutes of footage. He probably shot it in 20 minutes. Now, I think he was working for this company, Castle Ink, but just look at how many videos these are, man. It's pretty remarkable. Let's check. Let's
talk about the Epson ink cartridge lawsuit, which is pretty interesting. Epson has long been against the selling of refilled and remanufactured ink cartridges for their printers. They filed a bunch of lawsuits to stop those generic cartridges from being sold. Epson is known for selling printers really, really cheaply at almost no profit, or sometimes literally no profit at all, with the idea of making money in the long term by selling ink cartridges. So if people are buying Epson ink cartridges from other manufacturers, you can see why Epson would be upset about that. Other ink manufacturers have said that there's really no reason why it should be illegal to produce remanufactured cartridges for Epson printers or refill packages. And as a result of over 20 recent lawsuits, some of the rules now that govern...
Is it just me, or does David have a Justin Bieber type of hairstyle here? Seriously. Dog, that's a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair. And it definitely has that... Remember when Justin Bieber had his hair down like that? That's what that looks like.
What can be sold and what can be manufactured for Epson ink cartridges include the fact that they must be cartridges that Epson was allowed the first sale of. So these remanufactured Epson cartridges, these three are cartridges that were originally manufactured...
That's how low budget this was, you guys. Look at this, bro. He's just recording the video, the phone goes off, and instead of ending it and reshooting it, they're like, fuck it. This is too low budget. We're going to cut this. They didn't even take out the sound. At least cut out the phone noise. Honestly, we wouldn't have even been able to tell. We would have just thought it was a jump cut if you had at least cut out the phone noise, but you kept it in. Look at this. He's lucky they panned to the cartridge instead of his face.
These remanufactured Epson cartridges, these three are cartridges that were originally manufactured...
Why didn't they cut out the noise, dude? That's how low budget this was. This is back in 2009, folks. But I had thought David was doing a show back in 2008, but this was maybe his full-time job. I don't know, working for Castle Ink. But see, this is the problem, right? You can't trust these. I'm really the only trustworthy one, I think, because I don't know if Sam Cedar sold out to anything, to be honest. But we know that Kyle Klinsky's obviously been compromised a long time ago by Big Seltzer. But now we know that David Pakman is also a sellout, too. He's a sellout to big printer. The thing is about printers, right, there's so many... there's not so many aspects. There's three. He's part of big printer. He's part of big ink cartridge. He's part of big ink. And he's also part of big printer paper. So you've got to... if there's a story, or he does a video recommending a printer, he's probably getting paid under the table. So you've got to be careful, man. Now, here was the other set of videos that he did. Check this out.
Surefire answer to this question. Some posit that the average lifespan of an inkjet cartridge is probably 5 to 7 refills. Castle Ink won't refill an ink cartridge more than...
That's a really small pair of glasses. Has anyone ever seen glasses that thin before? Interesting.
3 times. This is why our cartridges last longer and offer our customers...
Our cartridges. Oh, my goodness.
This is why our cartridges last longer and offer our customers improved print quality.
Why isn't he looking... why is the... Could someone explain to me why the shot... Why is it like a diagonal shot? Like, why is he not looking directly at the camera? Like, why does it look like he's talking to someone else, but you can't see that person in the frame? And there are a lot of books behind him. I don't know if these are all his books. They probably are, honestly. But the shot is just weird.
There's a lot of components within the ink cartridge. Any of these microscopic parts can burn up, crack, or break off at any given time. The natural oils from your hands alone can cause information to be transferred improperly from the cartridge to the printer. That's why you should never handle or touch the copper contacts on any printer ink cartridge. The contacts are just one point on the...
Whoa, look at that 2009 transition. We got to slow that one down, actually. We got to slow that one down if you want to go a little further.
1 point cartridge can fire out after...
Wait, where is it? I can't find it. I can't find it. I missed it.
Printers using a series of tiny nozzles located... Inkjet printers using or wear out. One point on the cartridge that can malfunction or wear out after numerous refills. Inkjet printers using a series of tiny nozzles located in the printhead spray minute dots on the media sent through the printer.
He's talking fast.
If any of the nozzles within the printhead gets clogged, burns out, or becomes misaligned, then the cartridge can turn out to be completely unusable. There's many other microscopic pieces within a printer's cartridge that can end up faltering before the rest of the cartridge or before it's been used for the average number of refills. For the most success in prolonging your cartridge's life...
Do you see that, guys? That's 2009 transitions.
Cartridge's life, you must take care of it.
Wait,
refill your ink cartridge. Success in prolonging your cartridge's life, you must take just average number of refills.
Whoa, do you see that shake?
For the most success in prolonging refills, for the average number of refills.
Whoa, why did it shake like that, dude? Is there a ghost in his room? Look at this, bro.
Refills. For the...
That's wild, man. That's wild. Anyways, this is to sound the horn on David Pakman, who is clearly a plant for big printer, big ink cartridge, and big printer paper. Do not trust this man. He is not trustworthy.